just as this fancy question, and then I'll go to more basics. What would you say is, in nutrition, the biggest myth that you see that just frustrates you, that people get mixed up in your opinion?
I don't think there's one myth. The thing that frustrates me is there's always a new diet. So not necessarily myths frustrate me, because I know there's still people that believe in carb loading or fat, eating a bunch of fat, or those are sometimes myths, but I don't really pay attention to those because I'm hoping by this day and age people are kind of smarter on that. But it's always the next new best thing. Right. Oh, the lap band, that's how we're gonna lose a bunch of weight. And it's all the rage. And then it's what? Right now it's keto. So we gotta do keto, which I couldn't even tell you if I think I know what it is. And everybody's like, well, you eat keto. And I'm like, but I'm not following a trend. This is just how I eat. And if you wanna call it keto, call it keto. Before that, it was the Whole30. Before that, it was, let's see, God, forever ago, it was Atkins. It was the Zone. It was intermittent fasting, which is great. And it all came about if you're diabetic, right? But then the average Joe is like, well, I'm gonna intermittent fast, or fighters want to intermittent fast to lose weight for the fight. But if you don't have any body fat, you can't intermittent fast with success. Right. So I think what frustrates me is people are always looking for the best new solution. And the solution is eat healthy consistently, work out consistently, and keep your mind right consistently. And stop following trends, because if you're following trends, that trend to you eventually is gonna get boring, because you're gonna have a hard time following it because it was something new. And then you're gonna look for the next trend, and you're gonna look for the next trend, and you're always gonna do this. But if you just eat right consistently, you're always gonna be successful. So I think that's what frustrates me the most. And in my field, I probably should be educated on what these new diets are, so that when people ask me about them, I can say, yeah, it's good, or no, it's bad. But I guess I just don't wanna waste my time, because it's always something. I've been in the fitness industry for over 20 years. It's always something. Juicing, fasting, smoothies, like shit, yeah, drink juice. It's great if you know you're doing it at home and you're juicing at home. Smoothies are great depending on what you're putting in them. If you're putting ice cream in your smoothie, it's not gonna be a smoothie, it's a milkshake, right? So those frustrate me more than myths, right?
Yeah. Kind of a myth on
its
own.
It can be a myth on its own. So those frustrate me more. And I'm not saying that paleo, that was before the Whole30. And I'm not saying those are bad. You know, they're all good in their own way, because they get the general public to pay attention. Some of them you can't follow forever. Some people have autoimmune disease and they can't follow this diet. And some people have a slow metabolism and this diet's not gonna work for them. And some people have food allergies and this diet's not gonna work for them. So you definitely have to find what works right for you. But honestly, healthy fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, grass-fed meats and free-range meats, and nuts and seeds and legumes are great for almost everybody. The nuts and the seeds and legumes, sometimes not so much for people that have autoimmune disorders. So you gotta watch yourself, but those are the things that frustrate me the most. It's like, just be consistent. Everything works. Weight Watchers works. What were you doing before Weight Watchers? That's why Weight Watchers works. What were you doing before Jenny Craig? That's why Jenny Craig works. What were you doing before paleo? That's why paleo works. Because most of the time everybody was sitting on their ass, eating potato chips and drinking lots of soda pop. So everything works. Starving yourself works for a little bit. Should you do it? No. So yeah, those are what frustrates me in the fitness arena. And then this whole new trend of, and I do it for my business, but this whole new trend of, look at me exercising. It's like a trend. You should always be exercising. You should always be taking care of your body. But now everybody wants to do it because they want to film themselves doing it and showing everybody how much weight they can lift. Yeah. Whether they should be lifting that weight now or a couple weeks from now, that's the question. Everybody's jumping into things they shouldn't be doing right away. Let your body acclimate. So that's another thing that drives me crazy.
Cool.
Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, good.